Hey everybody, so I'm in Shenzhen, that's in southern China right now, for the launch of Xiaomi's newest flagship, the Mi 8. Yeah, by the time you're watching this video, you probably have already seen photos or watched some other videos of the phone, so you know what it is. It looks just like the iPhone X, even more so than any of the previous notched Android phones such as the LG G7 or the Huawei P20 Pro. So this is like the biggest iPhone X clone yet. But back to the event though. Man, it is hot as hell right now here. So you see right here, this is a giant stadium that Xiaomi is holding its event, and you see there are hundreds, if not thousands of fans outside waiting to get in. So Xiaomi fans are a loyal bunch, rightfully so, because Xiaomi is very community driven. The software, it's kind of takes input from fans a lot, so that's why fans like Xiaomi a lot in China and in India. So right here, these people are actually paying for tickets to go in. This event is not just for media, but you're able to go. If you're just a normal dude, you just have to pay 600 RMB, which is about like 60 bucks, 70 bucks US dollars. So that's not cheap, definitely. So in addition to the phone Mi 8, Xiaomi is also introducing MIUI 10. That's Xiaomi's Android skin software at this event. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the software really quick before I get to the phone. First of all, it's that full screen navigation, like the full screen swiping navigation that I really liked a lot from previous phones, has been optimized. So now this phone comes out of the box is already using that full screen swiping gesture. So there will be no more traditional Android buttons in Xiaomi phones. But second, this phone has improved AI connectivity. Now I know that every freaking phone maker now, they say they have AI, but this Xiaomi's AI seems pretty legitimate. Xiaomi at the event showed that I ran some tests and proved that the Mi 8 is faster than the iPhone X. So Xiaomi says that its AI can predict what apps you're gonna use so it can load it in time. So let's get to the Mi 8. So the phone I have on me right here is not actually the standard Mi 8, but this is the Mi 8 Explorer edition. So this is the highest end variant, and the difference between this phone and the standard Mi 8 is that it has a fingerprint reader underneath the screen and also real Face ID. I mean real Face ID meaning there's actually a system of sensors inside that notch that will scan your face 3D and do like a 3D mapping on your face, so it's a secure face unlock like the iPhone X, not like the other Android phones with the more kind of 2D face unlock. Those are not as secure. On top of that, Xiaomi has completely ripped off Apple with an emoji. So that explains why the Mi 8 Explorer Edition has a bigger notch than say phones like the LG G7 or the Huawei P20 Pro, because this phone actually has a in-depth camera system. So the display, it's a Samsung AMOLED panel with an 18.7 by 9 aspect ratio. It's 6.2 inches tall. So the other big difference this premium Explorer Edition have over the standard Mi 8 is, check out the back, it's transparent. Pretty cool, right? You can actually see the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 chipset inside. So now everything else I say will apply to all the standard Mi 8s. So this phone has Snapdragon 845 as mentioned, with 6 gigs of RAM. So now on the back of the camera, it's the same exact camera setup as the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S, which is a really good camera. So you have dual 12 megapixel cameras with a extra large 1.4 micron sensor. That means there's more pixels. That means the photo will come out better and more details. With an f1.8 aperture, it's a Sony IMX363 lens. So in another feature that's stolen from the iPhone, the Xiaomi Mi 8 will be able to offer studio lighting. So like those portrait lighting that you find on the iPhone X. On the front is a selfie camera that's 20 megapixels. So now one of the funkiest things that Xiaomi announced with the selfie camera is that this new phone, the Mi 8, will have a new beautifying mode that it's like giving you cosmetic surgery. That's the exact words that Xiaomi's boss said, meaning it will slim your nose and tuck your chin. Like, so with people with double chins, apparently this will kind of slim it down a little bit and just make your face a little bit more slimmer and less saggy. So this is like getting like a facelift, a digital facelift basically. And Xiaomi, I didn't get a chance to try this, but Xiaomi showed it in action and it looked pretty good, but pretty funky. And now here's some photo samples from Xiaomi. So these are their official photos, so I think you have to take them with a grain of salt because they're taken with the best possible lighting conditions by a professional. When I get the phone, I'm gonna test in real life just to see how it is. But if it's the same camera system as the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S, it's going to be a really good camera. So now about the price. Xiaomi phones have always been really good deals, and it's the same here with the Mi 8. So the lowest variant, the cheapest variant, with 6 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage sells at 2,700 RMB. So that's about $350 US, I want to say. That's just an estimate. Please Google that yourself if you need to check. And the Explore Edition, which is the highest end version with the underscreen fingerprint reader and the real Face ID, goes for only 3,700 RMB. So that's not even 500 US. So that's like 450 US around there. So, and then there are like these other variants in between too. So you can buy a Mi 8 for as low as 350 bucks and as much as 450 bucks. So even though the phone is completely not original in design, I think this is a great value. You're getting Snapdragon 845, 6 gigs of RAM, a really fast software according to Xiaomi, and a really good camera, all for 350, 400 bucks. That's a win, man. And the only question now is whether or not you can use this phone in the US and other bands. I'll have those information later. I don't have that yet. So that's it for now. This event went a little bit long, and China is just very hot and just too many people. So I'm done, man. I'm going back to Hong Kong right now. Thanks for watching.